This is the Bitcoin make or break level here. This is where we either ignite the next move towards the upside or start the bear market towards new lows here. We are fighting against the yearly open level, and this is a really important point in the market, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why this is really important for Bitcoin. We are still in this major consolidation range and still not able to break this resistance towards the upside. So what am I doing next? What positions am I opening up right now? Ethereum is gaining a massive week-off pattern here, an accumulation pattern, which will cause for a massive move towards the upside for Ethereum. We will dive into that and way more in today's video, but first of all, please make sure to follow me over on X. And of course, please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel, like this daily update video, and you can also join my free Telegram link in the first link in the description. And let's dive right away into the chart for now, because this is a really important chart. This is the weekly Bitcoin time frame with the 100 SMA line. Why is this a really important thing? The 100 SMA line, the blue line, is indicating the trend for Bitcoin. We have seen this in the history of Bitcoin. We have seen this in the past. Every single time we broke this blue line towards the downside, the bear market started for Bitcoin. When we break this blue line towards the upside, we ignite a new bull run for Bitcoin. So that is why it is so important. We have seen it in 2018. We broke towards the downside and the bear market started. We dumped from 6k towards 3.2k. Then we pumped above the blue line here in 2020. That was where the next major move for Bitcoin was ignited here. We pumped from approximately 7k towards a 65k, which is massive. Then we have seen it right here. We broke below the blue line and the next bear market started here. We broke it towards the upside here in 2023 and Bitcoin started to searching for upside here. And right now we are at a very important point in the market because we are getting supported by that 100 SMA line as of now. And this is a really important decision moment for Bitcoin. Either we will get supported and start the next move towards the upside here, or we will break it towards the downside and we will start a bear market here as we have seen in the past. So for now, it is not really clear what Bitcoin is going to do, but two scenarios can be happen here, and that is we will get some volume in and we will start the next leg towards the upside, or we will break this line towards the downside and the next further down move will happen for Bitcoin. For now, nothing to really tell more about, but it is something you want to keep in mind, and I want to see how this will unfold in the next weeks for Bitcoin. Then also a really important decision moment for Bitcoin is the yearly open. We have seen here the Bitcoin yearly open is at approximately $93,500. That was the price of the 1st of January. We have seen support and resistance created around this yearly open level. But right now, we are rejecting it once again and we aren't able to push back above, to close above this yearly open. So it will act as a really strong resistance here. And for me, one thing is clear: the longer this takes towards the end of the year, the lower the chances that we will break this towards the upside. Why? This is a very important level for institutions, for hedge funds, because they are defending the yearly open level. If they bought Bitcoin in January, they are in a small loss right now, and then you think that is not what they want. But you need to keep in mind that if they run it in a very big amount of profit here in the end of the year, their reports are too bullish. So what the best thing to do for them is just keep the price around this yearly open level and start to move towards the upside in January, February. And I really think that that is what Bitcoin will do. So for now, this level is still really valid and important for Bitcoin. And are we managing to pump towards the upside above this yearly open level? That could be a very bullish move, and then we will probably see a 102,000 Bitcoin anytime soon. Or right now, are we gonna reject it once again further towards the downside? That is something you really want to keep in mind. Then if we look at the gold pattern here, we have seen this gold pattern unfolding on the monthly time frame, which is massive. This was a compression pattern. So what does this mean? Price is compressing towards a edge point and then it break out. What we have seen on gold, we were compressing for a few years, literally more than 10 years. And then gold ignited towards the upside, a major rally, all-time high after all-time high. And a really interesting thing to see, that if you look at this pattern and if you look at Bitcoin right now, the exact same pattern is happening here for Bitcoin. And look at this major pump we got from gold, which is the exact same setup here. So I really think that if this pattern breaks out for Bitcoin, a 300,000 Bitcoin is here in months if we break out. Of course, we are currently on the lower side, which means that we need to hold this. Of course, this pattern, this compression can also drop towards the downside, and that will not be very well for Bitcoin, because we will probably drop towards the $44,000 approximately then. So for now, we need to see this getting unfolded. We are getting supported by it right now, but if we lose this support, we will see a big move towards the downside. And if we break it towards the upside, we will see a major move for Bitcoin happening. So if all the charts which I am discussing right now, we are in a decision moment. Right here, we need to see what Bitcoin will do around this level. Also here with the yearly open, we need to see how Bitcoin is gonna react on this support. We are in a decision zone, and this is a really important time for Bitcoin. Also, if you look at the lower time frame, we can see that we have been ranging for the last few weeks here. And right here in this last week, we are bouncing between these lines. We see moves of approximately 4-5%, and then a move of the 4-5% towards the downside, and then we're towards the upside. But right now, it is really tough to trade these markets here. Of course, there are some opportunities, but all the orders on the top side, on the downside, are getting filled, and that means that Bitcoin probably will need a liquidity grab. And what we can see is we are creating liquidity on the top side, which is a good sign, and we can see that on the lower side, there is less liquidity because we have been taking that out. So only below this low and this low, liquidity is getting created. Right here, everything has been taken out. But on the top side for Bitcoin, we are stacking liquidity right here. So I think that we can manage to drop towards this green zone once again. And I've been talking about that green zone a lot here, but I can't change it because the markets aren't doing anything here. But for now, if we look at liquidity, the top side has my favor right now. Then we need to see a gain towards the upside for the next long position. We can also take it out and start the next leg towards the downside. So you really want to keep that in mind as well. So for now, not a real setup unfolding, but if the setup unfolds, I will keep you posted here over on my YouTube channel. I will keep you posted over on my X page. The only thing you need to do is when I give you the setups, trade them over on WeX through the link in the description of this video. You can trade over on WeX and I will give you the setups, but on WeX you will have the best trading circumstances, the best commission fees you can get. And one really exciting thing is that if we hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year, WeX will give away 1000 USDT trading bonus to one of you guys. That means that you can trade with the $3,000. From that $3,000, you can literally make $3,000 to $5,000 from my calls, which is massive. The only thing you need to do is subscribe over on my YouTube channel. sign up on WeX through this link here, and then like this daily update video, and then you make chance to win 1000 USDT trading bonus. Then if we look at Ethereum, we are unfolding a massive structure here. And what is this structure? It is the Wyckoff accumulation. We have seen every phase, every step unfolding for Ethereum. What we can see is we started this pattern. And why is this pattern so important? Because this is a pattern which will manipulate people in and out the market. This pattern will make everyone lose in the market to eventually pump further towards the upside to make everyone a big profit. That is why it is so important right now, because we are seeing, if you look at here, we had that SOS needed to be created here. So right now we are creating the LPS, that is a very important zone in the mid zone of this whole accumulation. Then we need to create a move towards the upside to create the SOS, but that also means that Bitcoin or Ethereum is already at $5.6 thousand, which is massive. Then we need to create a BU LPS and just range, and that is where the real move starts towards the upside for Ethereum. So for now, I will keep you updated about this pattern. I will deep dive this in another daily update video to really explain what I am thinking of Ethereum for the upcoming weeks and months. Then also, if you look at some on-chain data for Ethereum, we can see that the data shows us that the real shift is happening. And the spot Ethereum ETFs are finally showing some early signs after weeks of outflows. And this is a really important thing, because the ETFs, we have seen major ETF inflows getting here for Ethereum, and that also means that the price of Ethereum pumped towards the upside. Right now, we are seeing some slight inflows happening for Bitcoin and for Ethereum, sorry. And this is what we really want to see for the next leg for Ethereum. So this on-chain data shows us that the interest in Ethereum is coming back, which is massive, of course. That was it for today's video. Please make sure to follow me over on X to never miss something throughout the day in crypto. And of course, please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel, like this daily update video, sign up on WeX through this link, and you can join my free Telegram link on the top link. And I will see you tomorrow by a brand new Crypto Daily Update video.